Our journey begins with a big question. Why do we think? What functions do our thoughts fulfill? How important are they? What happens to us when we think? And can we really think our way to riches, success, or better health? Welcome to the Effective Thinking and Mind Power series. You are invited on a journey of discovery into the very purpose of life, into the role that thinking plays in our lives. Throughout this program, psychologist Hugo Rodriguez will be looking at the forces that exist within us and how these forces manufacture our destiny, the thinking processes that are responsible for our daily successes and failures, and the power that makes us feel, think, and strive.
The concept of mind power is still quite mystic. So what's the real story here? Is it about bending spoons with our minds? Or is it something more scientific? Can we use mind power to create success or a better life? Or even to cure illness?
No, it's not about bending spoons with our mind. And yes, it is a scientific issue and a skill that we can use to generate success and even use to help healing. In simple words, mind power is essentially understanding that we possess in our brain a natural subconscious machinery, a mechanism whose primary function is to direct us towards accomplishing goals. It is a device that controls our lives, and that if left on its own, it may well be working towards detrimental or negative objectives, thus creating our difficulties. But we can learn to train this inner mind, and this is going to be our main objective in this series. But to understand this natural achieving mechanism, we first need to understand what our subconscious mind is. Imagine someone throws a ball to you, let's say a tennis ball. As the ball reaches you, you extend your arm and with a bit of luck you catch it. Now, if I were to ask you, what was in your mind when catching the ball? Very likely you would say, just the thought of catching the ball. Who was then the person inside you that flexed your muscles, clenched your grip when the ball was reaching you, modified the posture in your body to allow yourself properly or your position properly, dilated the pupils in your eyes so you can concentrate better? Now, all that was performed by your subconscious mind. All you did was to give an order to your mind, catch the ball. Your mind then did all the rest to execute this command.
With your thoughts, you are constantly training your mind without even being aware of it. This training is so powerful that it's a lot stronger than your conscious will. Observe this picture. What you perceive here is a crater, but is it really? I can transform this crater into a mountain by simply turning this picture upside down. Now you see a crater. Now you see a mountain.
Interesting illusion. What you may not know is that you have trained your mind to create it. From the moment you were born, you have learned unwittingly that light always comes from above. You trained your mind this way, so now your mind is adjusted to this perception. By simply changing the direction of the light, which is what we do when turning the picture upside down, your mind tells you, this is not a crater anymore. Now it is a mountain.
When you are attending to your normal daily tasks, whether you are doing your job at work, trying to pay your car loan, or making your relationship work better, you feel as though you are the one performing these intentions. You think you are carrying out the actions involved in these objectives, but in reality, it is the goal-achieving mechanism inside your subconscious mind that is driving you. Just like this inner machinery executes your instructions to catch a ball, it also creates your motivation and your feelings such as enthusiasm or laziness. This inner machinery also generates your plans and achievements. For example, getting the job that suits your vocation or staying in a job that you dislike. With your thoughts, you are constantly giving instructions to this goal-achieving machinery. You are instructing it to make you strive to achieve what is in the content of those thoughts.
Tell us how our thoughts influence our subconscious process.
Your thoughts become your intentions, but there is a process to it. At any given moment, you are bombarded with thoughts of all kinds, but they have little or no effect on you because they are not energized. But then you think about something with intent. You put feelings into it. You energize the contents of that thought. And in doing so, you are now giving instructions to the goal-achieving mechanism inside you. The instructions are to make you fulfill these intentions. Some thoughts, however, may be of fear or self-doubt, and this can be very counterproductive to your tasks. Imagine you're trying to get a promotion at work, but when thinking about it, you entertain thoughts that this position is too competitive, or that others are better prepared than you, or have better qualifications. Your mind takes these thoughts as instructions, and it makes you pay attention to things that will make it difficult for you to get that promotion. In fact, these thoughts instruct your mind to make you fail getting this promotion. It controls your perceptions. It also controls your intentions and your ability to achieve. It does it by implementing plans and strategies following a set of basic principles. There are 14 basic principles of effective thinking that govern our functioning as humans. And we will be covering them in these episodes. These principles refer to the mechanisms responsible for everything we do, from making a cup of tea through to developing a successful career. And it is when we violate these principles that we are effectively manufacturing our problems. But if we can learn to use them to our advantage, then we can start to live more effectively. We optimize our chances of succeeding. We also become more satisfied with our lives.
Life can provide satisfaction or hardships equally, but a lot depends on how we make use of our internal achieving machinery. Learning to live effectively is equivalent to learning to think effectively, and it is inevitable that in order to be successful and happy, we need to think appropriately. The inescapable reality is that faulty thinking can attract misfortunes, but effective thinking can create opportunities. The principles of effective thinking compel us to acknowledge that what we get out of life is what we put into our own mind through our thinking in the first place.